This man obviously has some issues. Took away 6 lives, 6 innocent lives, because he felt as if people were mocking him. No one saw the signs. This situation. I'm not going to say it could have been avoided, but it's just one of those random situations where you're just living your normal life, not thinking about it, and boom, you're gone because somebody else has some issues that no one else could detect. So we got another subject to talking about, sort of a form of depression, but this person handled it in a more cowardly manner, similar to this happened in Virginia, similar to the guy who took away those Virginia football players' lives. Except, that guy's arrested. This guy's no longer here. Mm-hmm. Basically, a Walmart manager pulled out a handgun before a routine employee meeting and began firing wildly around the break room at a Virginia store, killing 6 people in the nation's second high-profile mass shooting in 4 days, police and witnesses said Wednesday when the shooting took place. The gunman was dead when officers arrived late Tuesday at the store in Chesapeake. I'm saying it right? Chesapeake, Virginia?
Chesapeake, yeah. That's what it is.
Chesapeake, Virginia's second largest city. Authorities say he apparently shot himself. Police were trying to determine a motive. One employee described watching bodies drop as the assailant fired without saying a word. And supposedly the gunman left a death note behind. The note was found on his phone, talks about God, the Holy Spirit, and how he felt his associates were mocking him. The associates gave me evil, twisted grins, mocked me, and celebrated my downfall the last day. That's why they suffer the same fate as me. So this guy obviously had some mental issues going on. Seemed like a little bit of schizophrenia, or I don't know what it's called when you think like people just are against you. Everyone is out to get you, where it's really not the case. Let me tell you, people, when you're walking around outside, most people aren't paying attention to you because they're too busy worrying about what other people think about them.
Mm-hmm.
And this man obviously has some issues. Took away 6 innocent lives, because he felt as if people were mocking him. No one saw the signs. This situation. I'm not going to say it could have been avoided, but it's just one of those random situations where you're just living your normal life, not thinking about it, and boom, you're gone because somebody else has some issues that no one else could detect.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of left speechless on this one. Like, just like we were saying before, it's kind of hard to see the signs. It's kind of hard to, understand what somebody's going through unless they speak up. But like we were saying before, you kind of reach out. You have to reach out to those people to kind of, check on them and see if they're okay. But with this one, it's a tough case. This one's a tough case. And It's sad that a lot of people, the first thing they want to do is resort to violence instead of saying like, hey, maybe I need to go address my issues with the people that seem like they have something against me. Like, use my words, be vocal about how I'm feeling rather than take other people's life and then take my life in the process. I don't know.
Very, very cowardly. This is going to be sad to say, but if you're going to take your own life, take your own life. Don't take other people with you. You're taking other people with you because you're afraid to go by yourself. And that's not fair to those people's families, man. You're a coward, man. You're going to be remembered as a coward and a monster forever. Whereas in reality, you just needed some help.
Mm-hmm.
You just needed someone to talk to. That's it. You could have, as we were saying for Jason David Frank, if no one saw the warning signs, I could understand for Jason's case, but for this guy's case, it had to be some warning signs. Just for reading this, I sensed some schizophrenia or something where multiple personalities or something is going on where this guy isn't right. And even if the employees were mocking you, that's not a reason to kill him.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think he was bullied? This sounds like a case of maybe he had been bullied, but at the same time, it doesn't. But it wouldn't. Bullying doesn't warrant actions like this. It never does. Honestly, it never does.
Even if he was, the employer said no. They was like, no one was bullying this guy. Mm. I think he's just making it up in his head, bro. Like, I watch interviews and they could be lying, right? They could be. I don't know. But from what I've read and what I've heard, no one was bullying this guy. He had other issues going on that never were addressed. And it probably was happening since his childhood. He probably didn't know how to deal with it. Because I think it also, in his death note, he also mentioned his parents. He said, I wish I could have saved everyone for myself. My God, forgive me for what I'm going to do. So he planned this out. He knew he was going to do it. And I saw a video a couple of minutes before it happened. He was acting normal. Like, I think he was on some girl's Snapchat or Facebook Live or something, acting like everything was completely normal. Which is disturbing. You going from normal acting on somebody's Facebook Live, laughing, giggling, to going to kill somebody kill 6 people a few minutes later.
Yeah, like I said, this one's a tough one to call, because for those who are dealing with deeply rooted mental health issues, honestly, it's almost impossible to see the signs. They could be completely sane 1 second, and you can completely think like, hey, there's nothing wrong with this person, to them acting like they have schizophrenia, or them acting like, they're somewhere on the spectrum and they just, they can't tolerate what's going on in life, and they feel like they're being bullied, so they have to lash out or act like in a certain manner to where it seems like they're being violent. It's hard to tell when they're gonna do something like this, because you can't really see the signs.
Yeah, bro, it's sad, and I don't think I'm being harsh about it, but it's just people. This is never the answer.
Nope,
it never is. That's why, as long as we have a platform and things like this keep happening and we speak on, I'm going to tell people, if you think something is wrong with you, something isn't right, go get help. Just get help. Like, or find somebody to talk to. Find a friend. Do something. It's not where you took away 6 lives. The youngest person was 16 years old. Just trying to work. He's just trying to work.
Man, 16. That's devastating. Now, that's a mom who lost her son, a father lost her son, possibly someone who could have lost their sibling, a loved one. 16. They haven't 16, even lived none of their lives. They're still a baby. Yeah. They haven't even lived none of their lives.
Life doesn't even really start till your 20s.
Hell yeah.
Like that's crazy. And he was just doing the right thing, just going to work. It wasn't like he was out here gang banging. It wasn't like he was out here selling drugs. He was at work. That's crazy to me. And yeah, man. Yeah, this is a sad subject. I don't know. I'm kind of like lost for words. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but rest in peace to those who lost their lives to the shooter. I wish this could have been different. I wish you could have got help. I wish somebody would have seen what was going on. I wish somebody would have talked to you. I wish you could have had a friend or somebody to address or say, "Hey, man, something isn't right. Maybe we should take you to go get some help," or just the situation overall is just terrible. And I really feel for the families who lost their loved ones, and it just sucks it always sucks when it's something like they're at work or at school, just trying to do the right thing.
Just basically just an innocent bystander just living their lives. But more so, I just wanted to say, for those, our listeners, subscribers, anyone who's tuning in, if you are dealing with anything, or if you're just having issues, seek help. Or if you want to, put it in the comments or reach out to any one of us, we'll be that ear for you. We'll be able to talk to you and maybe, listen to some of your problems if you just want to have someone to talk to. I mean, we understand, mental health issues. we've dealt with some stuff ourselves, and we have some tactics in order to kind of get you out of that dark thinking, that dark space. You know, we're professionals on that. I mean, we get trained on it every year. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you have anything going on in your life, and I'm serious, just let us know, and just let us be that guide for you.
Yeah. If you can't, you don't have a friend, you don't have any family you feel comfortable talking to, you know how to seek therapy, reach out. We will absolutely talk to you. I don't care what I'm doing. You know, if there's someone out there that, if we could prevent a situation like this, I would drop everything I'm doing every time. So, yeah, unfortunate, like I said, for the shooter, unfortunate that you had to go through this, had to go through what you were going through. That doesn't condone what you did. But for our listeners, as Ferg said, there is always a better option.
100%. 100%.